Okay, welcome to the industry associations and resources content. And this is some background information that I'm going to present to you for your paper on industry associations and resources. Now, these are a list of various kinds of government agencies, trade associations, uh, in public research groups or university research groups, things that are important to the ag industry in one way or another. And there's not really a good catch-all term for all of these things. So I just said industry associations and resources. And it's a list of quite a number of things, but it's certainly not a comprehensive list. And there are things I think you should be aware of. So what you're going to do is research these topics, the one that's assigned to you, do a quick recording of yourself presenting just in about 5 minutes what you learned about this and why is it important. And you can check and announce or some in assignments. You can check in assignments shortly. Certainly by the time you see this, assignments should be ready. If not, give it a day. It'll be ready with the due date. Now you've got plenty of time. This is not due soon, but it will take some time to research these various associations. Some of them are a little trickier than others to find really good information, but most of them should be really simple. I did select them to be associations that you should be able to handle without much significant effort. Now, some of them you can research online. You can go to their web pages and find out information. I also suggest calling them. Find out where they are. Call them up and say, hey, I'm a student at Hartnell College and I'm doing some research for my veg crops production class. Can you tell me what you do and why you are important to the industry? And so I have a full list of the items that I've assigned, and they've just been randomly assigned. I put all your names on a list. I randomized the industry associations and resources. I just randomized them in Microsoft Excel and lined up the two lists. So you randomly were assigned based on that randomization in Excel. And if there's something that's missing here and you're like, Triano, how'd you miss this one? Or, hey, maybe you don't know about this one, but I think it's really important. Call me, text me, send me a message in Canvas inbox and say, Triano, I'm really interested in this. Can I substitute that for my current topic? So this list has some website links. It has some phone numbers. They didn't do all of them. It depended on what was right in front of my eyes when I was doing it. It shouldn't take you very long to find a phone number if it's not there, or a web link if I didn't include one. I think all of them are with a web link. Can't guarantee it. I didn't look carefully. But as I say at the bottom, by no means is this a comprehensive list. So there are other things you might need to be aware of. There, not might, will be need to be aware of. And so if you find something and you want to research it a little further, great. So as you're going out there, uh, make sure that you do your best to represent yourself and Hartnell well, and get information and help put together something in a 5 minute something to teach the rest of the class about. Why is this important and what do they do? So again, get started now because you'll be amazed at how quickly the semester comes. So how have I set that up? So I'm going to go down the list. Be patient. There are important things that I'll say as I go through this randomized list, and some things that I'm just going to skip over, I'm sure. At the bottom are things that were not assigned. I do have extras just in case somebody adds the class, or I have 36 in the class instead of, I think I have 30 at the moment, or whatever it is. if you don't like your topic and you go down here and say, you know what, I really want to research the Mushroom Council, or I really want to research Produce Marketing Association, or etc., call me. Send me a Canvas message. You can also pick one of those. So Caitlin has been assigned the CAPCA, the California Pest Control Advisors. So if anybody is interested in a pest control advisor pathway, what does CAPCA do? What is their purpose? Why are they important in the industry? Again, you're thinking about two major questions when you're researching these things. What do they do? And as somebody in the industry, why are they important? The University of California Cooperative Extension, the Farm Advisor's Office. That's Brian's task. Alejandro, you got the Avocado Commission. So it's the same thing as that Got Milk, the National Milk Advisory Board. Well, the California Avocado Commission is the same thing, except they are promoting California avocados. The Western Growers Association, they're right here in Salinas. And so, Anthony, you have them. They are a tremendous powerhouse of help to the industry. I'll just leave it at that. And they are just a bare bones small team over off of South Main. I can't remember the name of the street. I could drive right to it. It's about a block away from Taco Bell off of South Main right there. Great organization. Ernesto Hernandez, the Organic Trade Association, or OTA. Alejandro, the United Fresh Produce Association. Daniel Jacobo, the Produce Marketing Association, otherwise known as PMA Food Service Division. Daniel, I would suggest you contact me. Maybe we can set up a Zoom meeting. That is a conference that I have gone to with students every summer, except 2020, which you can understand why 2020 fell through. But I've taken students to the Monterey conference every year for a lot of years, and they are a great subdivision of the PMA. Jenny Lopez, the California Department of Pesticide Regulations, they're in Sacramento, but they also have an office here in Salinas. They are the ones who basically are in charge of helping the laws for pesticide use in California. Raimundo, the Monterey County Farm Bureau, they are a political organization and an informational organization. They lobby for the interests of our farming industry, and they lobby our politicians. And the Monterey County Farm Bureau's interests feed up to the California Farm Bureau interests, which feed up to the National Farm Bureau in Washington, D.C. So we try to get the Farm Bureau to represent us in many different ways, and also information the other way. What's going on with the regulations, the rules, what's going on in our world of farming? And they have a number of resources to get to the growers themselves. Monterey County Department of Health, they're huge, and a lot of people think of them as restaurants. That's where they mostly see them, or they might be in other things that are part of the community, but they're involved in our water and many things with ag. So Raul, you got the Department of Health. Fernando, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, the FDA. Between the two major groups, the U.S. Department of Agriculture, the USDA, and the FDA, they control a lot of our regulatory requirements on our food. Luis, the Department of Agriculture, Agriculture Research Service. The USDA is massive. So Luis, don't try and do it all. You're doing the Agricultural Research Service. And specifically, we have a research service right here in Salinas They are the facility right over the fence from the AlaSal campus with all those greenhouses. You can see them right on East AlaSal near the AlaSal campus. And I'm sure there are PIs there, the principal investigators, the PhD researchers that would be more than happy to talk to you about what they do there. The Grower Shipper Association, a very local organization. Oh, shoot, I screwed up here. What did I say? The Western Growers Association. I was talking about right here in Salinas. I'm sorry, Anthony. They are not the facility off of South Main, a block off of South Main. That's not the Western Grower. Western Grower is different, and I don't know why I was thinking about that. So Casey, the Grower Shipper, is the one that's right next to South Main, a block off of South Main, a small group of folks. So my apologies to Ernesto for giving you misinformation there. But no biggie, you look up OTA, or excuse me, you look up Western Growers. Did I say the right one? To Anthony. Anthony. My apologies to Anthony for giving the wrong information. And no, I'm not going to re-record this. You can figure it out. Abraham Beef Council. You know, a lot of people in Salinas, it's all about lettuce and broccoli, right? And strawberries. No, no, no. Agriculture is the fisheries and the beef and all kinds of things. And I don't have anything here for fisheries if somebody wanted to get into that. But beef, that is absolutely ag, as are chickens and eggs and pork and other things. We just don't deal with it that much, so I don't get too much student interest. Alejandro Rosco, the Organic Materials Review Institute, OMRI. What does it mean to be OMRI certified? Sabrina, the Council on Environmental Quality and National Environmental Policy Act. That might be one of the more challenging ones. And so Sabrina, if you're worried about that one, I would definitely suggest you call me and we talk about it. You can pick another one if you want, but it's kind of a cool thing to be aware of. And so definitely I would like somebody to talk to the students about it. I've had a number of students tackle this one, and it's just big is the problem. And if you get focused, it's something you can present. All you have to do is a short paper and a 5-minute presentation of the class. But let me know if you need a problem or have a problem. But I think, Sabrina, you and I need to talk. Marcela Quiros, UC Statewide Integrated Pest Management Program, IPM. They are a great organization. I've already pointed them out as a source for research for your papers. So you already should recognize that. The entire class should recognize IPM. But they do more than that. So Marcela, you can summarize who they are. Hector, the Monterey Bay Unified Air Pollution Control District. So air pollution, it has to do with when we're raising dust during agricultural operations, certain kinds of spray activities, certain kinds of manufacturing activities. So the Air Pollution Control District is not maybe the first thing that comes to mind with ag, but they definitely interact with ag in a number of situations. Salvador Resendiz, U.S. EPA, Environmental Protection Agency. If you're near the river, near any habitats, there's anything endangered near your farm, they are important. Enrique Rodriguez, the Western Region IR4 program. That's a pesticide program. Why do they exist? What do they do? If you need any help, Enrique, anybody, let me know. But the IR4 program, it might be specifically helpful to just have a brief chat with me about what the heck they are. Jaime Salazar, the California Leafy Green Handler Marketing Board. That's a mouthful. They've gone through a number of different names. The LGMA is what most people think of, the Leafy Greens Marketing Act of California, Marketing Agreement. Rather, the Marketing Agreement of California. they've gone through a number of iterations. Again, Jaime, you might want to take a chat with me on that one, or just talk to the folks there. They can tell you the history. Caitlin Sanchez, the UC Master Gardener. So we're taking it a notch back from the hardcore production agriculture, but Master Gardeners is important because there's a lot of hobbyists interested in agriculture or horticulture, and a lot of professionals, landscapers, and things of that sort. And the Master Gardeners has a lot of information, especially in regional situations. I've mostly dealt with the Santa Cruz group as opposed to the Monterey County group. Anyway, Master Gardeners. CCOF Trade Association, the California Certified Organic Farmers Trade Association. The name says it. What they are? They're a trade association. So what the heck is a trade association? Veronica, let us know. Alan, you're going to do the California EPA State Water Resources Control Board. So they are with the same acronym, EPA, as Sal had just a moment ago, but this is the State Water Resources Control Board. The California Strawberry Commission, Quinn, they're probably one of the best California commissions in agriculture, in my opinion. They are just highly professional, top-notch, very focused. They do a fabulous job. Wonderful people there. United Farm Workers are one of our dominant unions, the UFW. And so union, a very important one. So Daniel, you've got the UFW. And if somebody wanted to do a different union, you certainly can. In manufacturing, it's a different union. What are they? Who would your union rep be at Fresh Express, for example? You're in a manufacturing environment. Gustavo, the Division of Occupational Safety and Health, DOSH. Now that's the national one. You could do the California Cal OSHA if you wished, but the DOSH is specifically federal, Fed OSHA, as some people call it. That's more of a nickname than an official name. Fed OSHA. Sergio, the Certified Crop Advisor.org and Western Regional Certified Crop Advisors. For those interested in becoming a crop advisor, Certified Crop Advisor, or CCA, or a CP Ag, there is some information on the modules course homepage about that. Sergio, if that's something that is interesting to you, fabulous, then you can research something more directly up your line of interest. If not, you can trade or just do it anyway. And if somebody is really interested in becoming a CCA or a PCA and wants to lobby to swap with somebody, do a trade. You know, it's like, hey, I really want to get my PCA license or my CCA certificate, but somebody else got to sign that. Contact them. They might be willing to trade, but you got to let me know. You can't trade assignments or association tasks without letting me know. Evelyn, the Monterey County Ag Commissioner's Office, they are the law enforcement in our area, the ag law enforcement without a gun. The ones that carry guns are called the sheriff, but the Monterey County Ag Commissioner, they are law enforcement. They make sure that you're doing things legally and correctly, and they can be your best friend or your worst enemy, depending on if you're doing a good job or not. Jose Villacana, Monterey County Vintners and Growers Association, MontereyWines.org. And fabulous group. What are they doing? Why are they important? Let us know. And I highly recommend, Jose, please bring samples to your instructor. That will help you get an A on this assignment. And there are a few others. The U.S. Department of Agriculture. I did assign the Agricultural Research Service to one of the students previously, but there's way more. There's the Agricultural Marketing Service, and on and on and on. They do so many things. So if somebody wanted to give a broader overview of the USDA, that one's unassigned. The Mushroom Council, unassigned. The PMA, I talked about the Food Service Conference. Somebody's assigned the Food Service Conference right here in Monterey, but there is so much more to the PMA than just the one Monterey Food Service Conference. Our own local Chamber of Commerce. What the heck does the Salinas Valley Chamber of Commerce do? Asparagus Commission kind of closed their doors, so I'm not going to do that, but I keep them here as a loving reminder of some of the past reports on the Asparagus Commission. The Fire Marshal. I've had to deal with them a number of times in ag, and some people think, Fire Marshal? Well, yeah, if I've got a warehouse, a facility, I need to make sure I'm compliant. I need to make sure we have all kinds of things that are properly set up for safety. And the Fire Marshal is somebody you want to be your friend. When I worked for different companies, one of the things, when I went to a different company, I would always have the Fire Marshal over, take him out to lunch, whatever, get to know the guy and make sure he got to know our facility and ask him for a walkthrough and what can I do to make this place better for you. Just a little hint, you want the people who are going to respond in an emergency to like you and to know your facility, know it, where they know where your fire hydrants are, they know where your materials are ahead of time because they've been there. It helps make sure that their response is that much more effective. The Artichoke Advisory Board, artichokes. City Council, or excuse me, city and county planning and related agencies. If you're going to expand, you're going to build something, you got to deal with the city and the county. ATTRA, the National Sustainable Agriculture Information Service, ATRA, again, unassigned. So these are things you can do. So that's it for these assignments. And I know it's kind of boring to watch me read down a list, but I think there are some things I mentioned in there, especially for some of you, that are good hints that will help you in the long run. So let me know if you have any questions on this assignment. There will be specific information on the assignment in assignments. So don't come to me with, what do I do for the assignment? Don't come to me now until you've read and viewed my video on the actual assignments in the assignments section of Canvas.